how it is when two rivers sons in the political fight, and like I described it some days ago, it's like two elephants fighting and the grass suffering, and that's how you can describe the impact. It shakes the country, yeah, just like it did the past 2 days or 3 days. But however, the tone is, hey, we're good. It's just a father scolding the son, and the son saying, no, you can't scold me like that. And it is funny how some young people who are not in any governance structure decided to take it upon themselves to go about constituting a nuisance to society, at least according to what the police have said and videos we've watched online. Now, the chairman of the National Youth Council of Nigeria and Rivers State, Chijoke Hunwa, legal advisor Chigozie and over 100 youths will be arraigned in court today. This report was given a while ago. Maybe they have been arraigned already. I do not know. And the reports coming in say they were brought to court by the police. They were arrested for attempting to invade the official residence of the Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Martin Amaewhule, in Port Harcourt. Now, videos online showed them sitting on the ground at the state CID premises. Another video showed the moment the youths were trying to bring down the gate of the Speaker's home, but were repelled by the police, who dispersed them with gunshots. The youths were demanding the Speaker's eviction, claiming that he is no longer the House Speaker. The member representing Ikwerre constituency in the River State House of Assembly, Prince Lemchienche, is calling for a thorough investigation and prosecution to ensure justice on the matter. Now, do we need to fight against godfatherism? I think we should, even though some people argue you can never eradicate godfatherism in politics. It's all over the world, because someone would always support another person to become prominent in politics, and that person would also expect to be respected. So godfatherism is always a thing, a factor in politics. However, some have said we should not have oppressive political godfathers, and that was what brought about the protests that we saw in some parts of Port Harcourt yesterday, most especially, or even the day before as well, most especially Government House Gate. However, going to someone's gate and forcefully trying to break in, and I think I had this argument with Braid yesterday when he was talking about breaking into the Outer West Council and capturing away with palliative items. I did mention, and I said, even though we can argue that there is a possibility that the local government flouted the law by not sharing, you never would know what the sharing process is, by the way. Even though that is the case, you still do not have the right to break into, breaking into the council building. It's an offense. It's breaking an entry. And then we had youths try to break into, to force the gate down. Let's say Amaewhule is no longer, let's say, now emphasis on let's say, is no longer the Speaker of the House. Was that the way to go about it? Are there no legal channels? Are there no legal procedures? And that's the reason why, usually I would always tell you, we talk for development so we can all be educated. And yesterday we talked about it. We talked about the speakership position. We talked about it from a legal angle. And we had a lawyer on the show who made it clear that the both sides had used illegalities to go about the business of the day. So how would you not go and shake the gate? And you see, now they may have been trying to ensure that oppression is not a thing in River State, but now they are being arraigned in court. And I brought this up to say, Rivers people, how do we judge this? What do you think we should do for the sake of these young people? Should we go begging whoever is in charge of prosecuting this case? Remember, It was a political battle. It was the survival of River State politically, and these people went out on the streets, and they thought, but we can forgive them, right? After the commercial break, I'd like to get your thoughts on this. 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003 are the call numbers, so you can start getting ready to call once we are back from the commercial break. Remember, we're live on Facebook, Nigeria Info PH. Governor, FCT Minister Yesem Wike has reacted to the political drama, and of course, the governor has said, "Oh, it's a father and son situation. No big deal about it. Nobody should bother. Nobody should think too much of it. It's going to be settled." And then the second big story has got to do with the police statement on the attack on the governor of River State, saying it was a situation of mistaken identity. They did not know that the governor was with the crowd heading to the House of Assembly complex at the time. And then the third big story has got to do with the young boys, youths who had now been arraigned, according to reports, arraigned before a magistrate court for attacking the residence of the Speaker of the House of Assembly. And it's a I'm trying to look for the best way to describe it, but I'm asking you, what do you think should be done? Do you think the people prosecuting the case should forgive and forget, given that matters are now being resolved? Everybody now are shaking hands, and everybody is saying, okay, let's not fight anymore, let's look at the development of the country. So do you think this young people should be forgiven? And do you agree that when politicians are fighting, we should not take it upon ourselves we should not take sides. We should stick with the truth and the facts and what is legal, so that our state can develop, not follow sentiment and emotions, or they mean the same thing, but not follow sentiment and put the state in disarray. All right, let's open the phone line. 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0003. WhatsApp number for WhatsApp messages 0809 0306416. We're live on Facebook, Nigeria Info PH. We're live on YouTube, Nigeria Info PH, and we are active on X, Nigeria Info PH as well. All right, let's start with Emeka, who is calling from Owerri. Emeka, greetings to you. Welcome on the show. What is on your mind?
My brother, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Yeah.
Let me start by saying that yesterday, should I call it preamble or should I call it opening remarks? Based on the police report now.
Oh, okay. You mean my? Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
We talked about social media, fake news, and all those things. And I want to disagree with you a bit. I wanted to say this, but the limited time I have on this program made me notice. But this police issue has brought David to the now. Let me tell you. When government tell you that something is fake news, it is someone that the other word is supposed to use this. Leak news, leak, not fake, leak. Don't that news. Meantime, what happened yesterday in River State about Kubala? How can police come out and tell you that they did not, the person that Kubala doesn't have a thing? This is why I told you that when government comes to tell you that the person is fake news, even if either they say doctored, or it's fake. And some of us, we agree that whatever government told them. How can somebody come and say that what happened to Fubara? I saw on television live, working with people, so they were calling it water and the tear gas. That is not Fubara. Canada. Nigeria is a very, very funny nation.
All right,
let me talk of that issue of that case. Those guys are very great.
Emeka, quickly,
yes,
please.
I understand
Quickly, please.
Let me tell you, those guys are very good. I had even said yesterday that they can enter. The law is against that. Now, I'm not encouraging that. What of the person that collected what do you call it, palliative of general public and then his house? Which offense did he commit? Is it right by the law? See, these people are just encouraging security in the country. Now, they will not all
right, thank you very much. Emeka, I've got to go.
The person committed cause the problem is the working free.
All right, thank you very much, Emeka. All right, Robin from Uche, welcome.
Good afternoon, my brother Kalada.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes, on the reaction of the former governor, the current minister, saying that it's a family affair. It is more than a family affair.
Okay.
River State is owned by PDP government.
Okay.
Or party.
Okay.
Or APC. Or any party in that matter.
Okay.
River State belongs to everyone who is an indigenous of River State.
Okay.
If a child has a fight with his father at home, and that fight snowballs to the playground, it's a community fight. Community will come and say, Papa, Pikin, why has happened? It's no longer a family affair. The right thing will be done. Why is it finding difficult to do the right thing that ought to be done? Some person have gone to put fire on the state assembly, and nobody has been arrested in the past 48 hours. Some persons have been charged to court because they are protesting. They want to pull which gate? Have they pulled any gate down? Will these people stop all this thing they are doing here? They think we are
Robin, I watched the video. They were actually having a go at the gate of the Speaker of the House. They were trying to pull it down before the police intervened.
The Speaker of the House in one faction is no longer a speaker. Even at that, he's a public figure.
He is the Speaker.
He's a public figure. It's one of the actors.
Okay. So because he's one of the actors. Robin, we're having a conversation. So because he's one of the actors. Or one of the actors, so he should, they should go and pull down his gate. What happened to innocent until proven guilty?
I agree with you. Has any gate been pulled down? Canada.
But did they attempt? Do you know an attempt? An attempt is an offense in law. So you attempt
Oh,
murder.
That's
You attempt
because
to
an
steal.
offense higher than the burning of the legislature that nobody has been arrested.
But do we know who burnt it down? Do we know if someone
Why
burnt it
wouldn't
down?
we know? Why wouldn't? Is that not CCTV camera there?
Okay. All right.
Martin, they should tell the people. They should bring out the footage. The police.
All right then.
This river is owned by all of us.
All right.
Political party.
All right, Robin, thank you very much. I've got to move on. Is it Ken from Ubumini? Welcome.
Good afternoon, Canada.
You're welcome.
If I should listen the former governor very clear, the instances he was citing was on suspicion. He talked about people to ask questions. He cited on rumors of 22 billion and other contracts. According to him, that it is not his concern. He let us know that that is party affair. And he also made it clear that until the right thing should be done. Now, some persons was about to die because of the right thing which would have been done. Some persons had also been charged to court until when something should be done. Now we have had our governor in the other page that it is still father and son issue. You see, this thing is exactly what we are talking about since how many days now? This is typical drama.
All right.
Tell me, how will I go and pour or extend my hand on behalf of these politicians? So I really don't understand. If the governor should go to Abuja and come back and tell us that if there is any problem that you still take care of it, yet we don't know the concrete issue of this particular scenario that was playing for how many days now. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
All right.
I don't know exactly
what is
thank you.
Is it kind of got to go?
Tell us the skeleton.
All right then.
All right.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much. I've got Find Mind. Find Mind is calling from Rumu Krushi. Find Mind, welcome to the show. Let's get your thoughts, please.
Canada, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, I don't really understand. There seems to be a mix-up because in the 3 o'clock news from your studio, we are told that those boys have been released.
Okay, maybe I'm not updated.
Now you are.
I'm not updated. I'm not updated.
You are telling us that they are asking if they should be released or not. So I think we should make a clarification on that.
Okay.
Anyway, that's not what I want to speak on. I want to speak on the police statement, the statement released by the police. As far as I'm concerned, that is a damage control on their part.
Okay.
They cannot feign ignorance because there's no how you can tell me that the governor will be working with his entourage and you will not know that this is governor. I don't blame them.
Okay.
I only blame those that have, reduced the stool of the governor that to such a personal level. Because if they were not actually sent by powers that be, they wouldn't have done that. They cannot tell me that the governor would come. The governor, some of them have been going at it, will come with his entourage. They will not know that this is the governor that is coming. It is not possible. And why did they not release the statement that day? It happened on Monday. Monday passed, they didn't release the statement. Yesterday they didn't release the statement. It is today now that they have released it because they have gotten order from somewhere.
All right.
I want to tell us, River State is too big to be controlled by one man or a handful of people.
All right then.
Aside the fact that the state is one of the biggest states in Nigeria, it is one of the most diversified states. A lot of languages. So if you come from a particular type of thing that you can control the state, it's not possible because what I understand about life, I'm not being ethnic here, I'm not being ethnocentric in this sense, but I want us to understand the fact that it is difficult for you to control a state that is multi-ethnic.
Okay.
It is not possible.
Okay.
So they share the idea, and I want to tell the governor, stand up as a man and be the governor of the state.
Okay.
Don't be intimidated.
Okay.
Don't let people intimidate you.
All right. Thank you very much. Find Mind. Thank you very much. I've got to go.
Be a man. We're
All right.
behind you.
Thank you very much. Talking about the first statement you made concerning the the youths who were arrested and arraigned, they have been granted bail, but the case is still on. So that's why I'm asking: should we drop the case? Should we let the case go? The people who are my question was, the people who are prosecuting them, should they forgive? That's what I asked. That's the question I asked, because bail does not mean that the case has been dropped. All right, that being said, back to the phone lines. I've got Susie from Erema. Susie, welcome on the show.
Yeah,
welcome.
Canada, good afternoon.
Yeah.
And the principle of alternative dispute resolution, you do not consider who was wrong, who was right, at time and when. What you look at is the solution to resolving the problem.
I agree.
Looking at the situation at hand where some youths are being apprehended, taken to court, that extent, peaceful resolution will tell you, for all are sundry to work for the peace to stand, everything should be let to go. The two captains in this particular ship have already shook hands at Abuja. The president has also intervened.
So the case should be dropped.
The elders has also intervened.
So you're saying the case should be dropped?
So to this extent, now, everybody, including the two leaders in the house, both the speaker and the leader, Edison here, everybody that is here, I even viewed my premise. To the extent that Governor Tim and the FCT minister have shook hands in Abuja, and both of them are saying that it is a family affair. To the extent that it is a family affair, should we now come back home here and then see some people who are supporting a particular person being arrested and prosecuted?
But they flouted. Susie, that's why we're talking about it. They flouted the law. They did things that were against the law. So should the law not take its place? Should the law not hold them accountable? That's what I'm asking.
Now, okay.
Yes, I'm asking the question. Go ahead.
Yeah. Now the question is, who is actually prosecuting this matter?
Okay.
If I take you to a police station, Canada, and you have done something wrong to me, and I come back to tell the police that please allow us, even in the court, somebody can withdraw a matter and then settle it at home.
Yeah, true.
So I want to say that this matter should be withdrawn and be settled at home alongside the two captains. Let us not be beating this matter up and down, because the more we raise more emotion, the more we sustain this tension, the more the state is retrogressing, the more conflict we create.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, we are going to be the people to bear the brunt. So I want to say that in my conclusion, that peace has begun. And this has also brought the best out of River State. There is a liberation somewhere.
All right.
And to this understanding, I believe that everybody must have contributed. This is my humble opinion.
And Susie, I think I like your humble opinion. Solution is the best for the development of River State, and peace is that solution. So we need peace. Charlie Man Obiano Zie says, good afternoon, Canada. I don't agree with the governor that what happened 2 days was a mere misunderstanding between the father and the son, with all the burning of where is it now? With all the burning of the State Assembly. For the statement of the police, I am not surprised. Nigeria police force are good at blowing hot and cold. For the youths that are being arrested and arraigned in the court, I think it is high time the youths use their brain, otherwise the politicians will keep using them. Charles Anozie, thank you very much. Nkpo Ikanke Udwaka says, youth leaders arraignment in court, war is when people who hate each other send boys and girls who don't hate or know each other to fight and kill each other. These youths now have many of them, how many of them can afford 100,000 bail condition? At the end of the day, politicians will settle and share state resources. These so-called youths' family will suffer to pay the bail money. NS from OG. Alexandra Benjamin, Simfobara, you better bury your gentlemanship and activate your power to road rivers, because you are fully in charge. Don't allow Wiki detect for you. Stand your ground. Engineer Alfarum Henry, good day, Mr. Kalada. I think ex-Governor Wiki should allow Governor Sim Fubara to move River State forward. Nkoye Kanke Udwaka. But why did these so-called youths not break the house of people who gave them 1 cup of rice for palliative? Funny youth group, all were I don't get that last part, but thank you. Actor Chris, River State is nobody's property. If you want to have peace, then continue to be a prisoner to the oppressors. I think everything shouldn't be politics. We should differentiate politics from governance. Come to think of it, the season of politics should be over by now. Therefore, we should give governance a chance for the good of the entire state, and the politics that we play should be for the good of the entire Rivers people and not just for a continuous personal aggrandizement at the expense of the general public. Only those who are in the grave have absolute peace, and River State is not a grave. Let there be peace, however, there should be a holy peace, he said. All right, that was for Facebook. Let's come to WhatsApp now. Let's see. This one says, one thing I want to assure the Minister of the FCT is this is the end of the road for him politically. That irrelevance is afraid of will come upon him like a tsunami, okay? And for the governor, he should grow up. Oh, simply goodness from Alakaya. Thank you very much for your message, your thoughts. All right. This one says, Governor sounds funny. I think that we might be... Okay. Pastor Vincent, you can't speak like that of a governor of River State. But let's move on. Police department denied deliberately attacking the governor. They should tell that to the Marines. It's obvious that the police were compromised. God help River State. Don Jack Potakot. All right, thank you very much. And this one says, it is good to have a godfather, but don't oppress your son. Imam from Rumekini. It is good to have a godfather, but don't oppress your son. All right, thank you. This one says, for Governor Sim Fubara to address himself as the son of Wike is unbelievable. It is more or less an insult on the sensibilities of Rivers voters who voted for him, not because he is the son of Wike, but because they believed he had the capacity to steer the ship of the state. And Mr. Wike didn't even deny that he's demanding billions of naira from the state governor every month or having a hand in almost all the contracts. One thing is clear, which is the fact that the ex-governor is interfering in the current governance of this state. ND on there. Oh, okay. A lot of message pouring in, a lot of messages rather. I'll just go back to the phone lines. 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. Well, let's see. Can I take one more? This one says, good afternoon. The police PRO you meant to say has debunked the claim by His Excellency Sir Sim Fubara that he was shot at. I do not think he lied. I want to advise the police to be more professional in the discharge of their duties, especially in the use of firearms. It is on record that so many innocent persons have lost their lives in avoidable circumstances. Anonymous. I've got Daniel. Daniel is calling from Transamari. Daniel, greetings to you. Welcome on the show.
Canada, good evening. Or good afternoon.
Good afternoon it is. Good afternoon. Welcome on the show.
For me, the statement of the former governor is a family affair. I think...
I'm listening.
As you cannot try to impeach your family member overnight. I say it's a family affair. I don't agree with that. Okay. For me, it's just a selfish movement.
Okay.
Pure selfish movement.
Okay.
When a man just thinks of himself, over the years, since 2015, former Governor Wike has been only me. Whatever song you see him singing, he has to think of himself first. He will not fight anything that will not benefit him. So how can you tell me that you want to remove a governor because you say you helped him to be a governor and you're telling me it's a family something? I don't get it. As far as I'm concerned, the governor of Rivers, which is Fubara, should learn. You have to use a long spoon because if you give your master 1 minute, he will take you out of that seat.
Okay.
Because the former governor I know, is a politician that whatever decision he has to take, it is me first. And when you say it's a family, you can Rivers State begin to run based on the family issues. The governor is there to work for Rivers State people.
All right.
And I don't see the reason why you want to be in Abuja to control a full man.
You want to push him.
But the former governor said the former governor said those are the former governor said that everything that you have listen, that these accusations are rumors. Everything you've heard are just rumors, baseless rumors.
Okay. All I heard is rumors. Why do they want to impeach him? Have they come out and tell us what he has committed? If he said there are rumors, he tell us the one that is not rumor now. So if he said that the one we are hearing is rumor, you can be able to come and tell us, say, this side is not rumor. This is why you want to impeach the governor of Rivers State.
All right.
So if you have not been able to tell us, I will only suggest, as I said, all is about wicked. Simple. It's not about Rivers State people. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, Daniel. I've got Micah from Borokri. Micah, welcome. What's on your mind?
All right,
thank you. Yeah, quickly.
Okay. First thing I want to say, let the judge quickly release those youths that were arraigned.
They have been granted bail.
Yeah, they should be. Yeah. Then secondly, Sin has also made a statement. I wasn't expecting anything more from what he had just said. It's a father and son issue, and they will settle it like that. But it is an obvious now and very, very loud that speculations that what happened on Monday was orchestrated by the Minister of FCT. So there is no more allegation.
It's still an allegation. It's still an allegation. No, Micah, it's still an allegation because nobody, even the governor, has not pointed at anybody. He has only said that it. Can I? Yes.
Was
as a result
was a father and son issue.
As a
what
result,
does that mean? That was the crisis.
Micah,
is there any other issue that we had? No.
Can you listen?
It's very clear.
Can you listen?
So let me. Okay. Still
it was
that
as a result. A result
now, my advice to him now is he should be very, very careful, extremely careful, because the first coup attempt has failed. There might be second one. Let them not poison him for us. So he should be very, very careful. And two, while they are resolving the father and son issue, he should also consider so many other persons who were paying allegiance to both of them and who have presently declared allegiance to him. Those who are also in problem. We know so many of our popular callers and all that who have now openly declared their allegiance to him, the present governor. Thirdly, what I want to say to this father and son, you see the destruction in the House of Assembly. They should repair it with their personal money. There are so many retirees who their pensions and gratuities have not been paid. Let them not go and vote out 1 billion, 2 billion to go and repair that place and then tell retirees that they don't have money. They should go and use their personal money and repair that assembly. I don't want to hear that, we have voted 2 billion, 10 billion to go and repair that. I will not take it.
All right.
We will not take it.
All right, thank you, Micah. Micah, thank you. I've got to go.
If not for the youth, that's why I said they should release it. If for the youth and the ethnic coloration that it was given, the FCT minister wouldn't have succumbed. It was because of the resistance.
You think he has succumbed?
The Rivers were very happy. They were liberated. And then there was this coloration of ethnicity. And then he saw that, I cannot make it.
All right. Thank you, Micah. Micah, I've got to let you go. I'm sorry. But let's take a listen to what the governor had to say again.
I'm really happy to see the whole family, the army, the navy, and the air force in one package. And I'm saying this because they've been very, very helpful. If you don't love us, you don't love me, maybe with the incident that happened in the other, we wouldn't have bothered coming here. For our dear state, a few things must have going on. Everybody is wondering what is happening, what is not happening. There is nothing wrong if a father and son has problem, if there is any problem, but I don't think there is anything. Whatever it is, I will definitely resolve the issue.
So you see, he has not said, it was the fight between him and his father that resulted in the burning of. So the burning of the State House of Assembly is a part of it. So let's be careful in the choice of words we use. And I was trying to correct Micah, but Micah deliberately refused to listen. However, I've got Real Gift calling from Port Harcourt Township. Real Gift, welcome.
Good afternoon to you, Chief K.
Yeah, welcome on the show.
Thank you very much. Let me start this way. If a father and son, they quarrel, then somebody go burn their house. When the quarrel finish, they will go sleep. Well, that is just for the side. I call it because of the statement of the Nigerian Police Force, Rivers State Command. This is what we will classify as Aku de Lesinelu Damadunesi. How can you come and tell me that you were sitting down and a vulture laid egg, and that egg from, I think the fly, lay egg, come fall on top of your head? What are we talking about here? The governor said it that they called the DC operation, DCI. So if the governor knows DC, how come the DC operation knows the governor?
No. See, I'm not the spokesperson. I'm not on the side of the police, but you know what I usually we do, the devil's advocate. You know, there was the crowd. So there is the possibility that they did not see him. But I've got to go, real gift. I'm sorry, I'm out of time. Thank you very much for your time. We've got a commercial break coming up. And after that, we have the business news. So do stay tuned. I will continue our other conversations after the business news.
Hello, my people. Good day.